Okay, guys. Sorry, I was having audio issues, and so it took me forever to do this. So we really don't have much time, so we're gonna kind of keep this one short today. I want to talk about. I don't know enough about Myers Briggs, so bear with me. But I've been having conversations with a friend recently about some stuff he's been going through, and it led me to really think about this like obsession with identity that I think like a lot of ENFPs have. He's an ENFP like me, um, and we have this obsession of trying to be like trying to figure out who we are. Like, who am I? Um, and I don't know how to resolve that. Like, I really don't know how to resolve. Like, is a person supposed to know? Like, I wonder this? I asked a question to every other type out there, and I'm gonna try and get some guests on. Maybe I can ask this question. Do you guys know who you are? Because I feel like that's a pondering question I'm always sitting on. And maybe that sounds very narcissistic. You know, I feel like narcissists often they always say that their ego is like 2 steps ahead of them or whatever. Somebody said that to me once before. Um, and it's like they never have a grasp of who they are, so they build this ego, or they try to build like a new mask every day or whatever. I feel like I have an understanding of my ego, like the idea of who I am or who I think I am. You know, that's like what people do. Like they identify with their tribes, their tribalism, their hobbies don't just become hobbies, or their interests don't just become interests. They become their identity. Like I don't just listen to hip hop music. I'm a hip hop head. I'm not just a fan of hardcore music. I'm a hardcore kid. You know what I mean? Like that's what a lot of ENFPs do. A lot of people do it, just not even ENFPs, but I think it's definitely heavy for like, people like me, uh, because we have this constant need to fulfill this idea of who we are. But do you guys know who you are? Like, do you know your strengths and weaknesses? Do you know where you lack and where you build? And maybe I'm saying all this, and I actually subconsciously or unconsciously know all these answers, but there's still a hole that needs to be filled in the sense of identity because I don't like those things about myself. Like the pondering question of who is Shane is like super big for me, but I don't really know what that means or looks like a lot of the times, and that leads me to a lot of questions about like people building, world building, not like in a video game context, but I guess in the context of like, um, what does it mean to like how does someone figure that out? If somebody knows, how does someone figure that out? Confident people, especially, I feel like confident people, even if they're confident in their ego and not necessarily in the self, they are confident in this idea of themselves that I feel like I still lack in some way. So how are y'all confident in yourself? Let's like that. That's the real question. That's the question that I'm curious to answer. Um, or I'm curious to ask, I guess more. I told you guys I didn't have much time, so I'm probably gonna keep this one to about 5 minutes. I got like a minute left, so let me just yeah. Sorry, we're doing a quick one there. I want to do this daily, so even if I can't do it in full, um, at least I put something out. Uh, not to say I want to put out a lackluster product, but I want to put out something consistently. I actually value consistency over quality right now. Maybe that's a lie. It's like maybe that's a lie I have to ponder on. Do I value consistency over quality? I think I should because I think I focus so much on quality, or I care so much uh, that if I can't get the quality I like, I just dismiss things and then I won't engage in them, and it stops me from being consistent. I think that's just a rationalization of why I can't be consistent because truthfully, I just don't feel congruent to it and I'm lazy. But at the same time, I do think that is something that ponders in my mind. But I wonder if that ponders just a rationalization versus the actual truth. Anyhow, that's probably a real thing for some people. Is like they struggle in that lane. Um, so it's like that's another question. How does one move their values? You know, if I want to value consistency over quality, how do I become a person who cares about consistency? People can say they want to be consistent. And I had to learn this. The conversation that I've been having is I've had to learn um, how do you realize that you don't want something but still realize you need something? And these are the questions. I don't even know necessarily how I would answer these questions. Sorry, I got a Discord going off in the background. But yeah, like, oh yeah, sorry, little space. I leave space and stuff because I'm pondering, and I hope that you guys would ponder and enjoy that space and time with me. Yeah, how does one do that? How do I do that? I was supposed to clean my room like 30 minutes ago, and I haven't. It's a mess, and I have to go to work in like 5 minutes. So I'm probably gonna wrap this up here. Like I said, a little short one for the day. Nothing too crazy. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys got something out of this. If not, I hope you guys just enjoyed, and you're going to look forward to tomorrow's, which will be hopefully better and not shorter. I have to be up earlier tomorrow because I have church. Shout out Sunday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. For those of you who don't know the story of St. Patrick, I hope you guys would go look at the musical that's on Lutheran Satire's YouTube page. Beautiful story of a man who was captured and brought into slavery, escaped from that slavery, but ultimately felt God to tell him to go back to bring the truth of Jesus Christ to his captors, to the people who literally enslaved him. As like, I don't know. There's a beauty in that story. As literal as that story is, there's a beauty allegorically in as Jung would say, archetypically, um, of bringing a peace to a people who destructed you. Ponder on that. Maybe that's the thing you can ponder on today. It's the story of St. Patrick. Check out the video from Lutheran Satire. I will promote that till the day I die. I'll promote all of Lutheran Satire's videos. So thank you guys so much. Bye.